Alright folks, welcome back to another day of Sudoku. Looks like an easy puzzle today. Let's do this one backwards, shall we? Let's look at the nines first. So I notice there's three nines right here going to help us out with this bottom block. No 9 across the top, no 9 down the right, no 9 through the bottom. Only a spot for a 9. Very good. Now I notice we have a 9 up the left, a 9 up the right, 9 through the bottom in this upper block. Only one spot here. Now we have a 9 across the top, 9 across the bottom, 9 up the right side. There we are. Now we have a 9 down the left, 9 up the right, 9 through the bottom, 9 through the bottom, 9 through the middle, 9 through the right. So there are all of our 9s. Okay, cool. That worked out good. Any spot where you have like only three numbers, rows, columns, or cubes, I like to take a look and see what we're missing there. 1, 2, 3, we need a 4, and then we need a 5. Now we have a 5 that comes across here and helps us out. Only one spot left for the 5, 6, 7, and an 8. So we have a 4 and an 8. Now normally on these easy puzzles I really don't do a lot of pencil marks because usually you can get them pretty simple. But I thought about it last time. I was like, maybe this is a good time to practice pencil marks. So anytime you have only two spots with two numbers, I like to write that down because those are now locked. There's not anything else in this particular cube. But that helps you also know that there can't be a 4 or an 8 here, or here, or here. Now there's already a 4 and 8 in this cube, but in this cube we have an 8 that comes up, an 8 comes across, and this is what I like to refer to kind of as a ghost row. You can't have an 8 or a 4 here, not because of anything vertically or down here helping, but these two, one of them has to be a 4, one has to be an 8. So that kind of helps you fill out this row. So, in fact, now if I'm going to look at this row, we've got our 9, we've got our 8, one of these two, we've got a 7, 6, 5. We need a 4, and that's going to be one of these two. Now we need a 3. Okay, I don't see anything to help us with our 3 just yet, but we need a 2. Now we do have a 2 here that says no 2 here, and we have a 2 here that says no 2 here. So out of the 3 spots that are left, this is the only one left for a 2. And then we need a 1. And either one of those could be a 1. So if I wanted to use those pencil marks again, now this row is completely marked out. And then when they start getting to solve, they'll cascade and help each other out. Okay, so let's look for, oh, here's another one with 3. That's symmetry. I really like that symmetry, folks, in this particular model. Now I do notice that we have some 8s here in pairs. 8 through the center, 8 through the bottom. So here's our 8. Now that helps to resolve up here. This cannot be an 8, so here has to be our 8. There has to be, the only number left is a 4. See how those helped each other out? Okay, so we have our 8, we have our 8. Okay, and then we have our 8 down here. Okay, so we still have a couple choices for our 8s, which is okay, so let's skip them. If we don't have them all, that's alright. I notice our 7s, we've got some pairs. We have a 7 down the left, 7 down the center, 7 through the top, so that just leaves one spot for our 7. 7 through the bottom, 7 through the middle, 7 through the left. Just one spot left for our 7. Now we have a 7 in the right, 7 in the left, just one spot left for our 7 in this cube. Now this 7 comes across, this 7 comes across, this 7 comes up. Only one spot left for our 7. And then down here in this bottom cube, we have the 7 down the left, 7 down the right, 7 across the top. And I think 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, all of our 7s are done. Alright, so let's look for the number 6. So we have a 6 that comes up in the right column here, which only leaves one spot in this cube. And then these two are done. This one's got its 6 across the top, 6 down the left. So this is the only spot left in this cube that can be a 6. Now that's going to help us here in this cube because 6 through the center row and 6 down the left column. One spot left there. Now we have a 6 down the right column, 6 down the left column, and a 6 in the bottom row. Only spot left, and that completes those. All right, time to look for our 5s. Okay, let's see what we've got for 5s. We have a 5. Oh, here's some pairs of 5s right here. 5 down the left column, 5 through the center column. So that means the 5 has to go here in the middle. Now this 5 helps us because it's going to go straight through the middle. Only one spot left for a 5 here. We now have a 5 down the left, a 5 down the right, right, left, and only one spot left for the 5 here in the middle. In this center cube, we don't have a 5. Well, it can't be here at the bottom because we just resolved that one. So it has to be here. We now have a 5 in the right column and in the center column. So you might notice that my patterns are different for each number. You can't always go counterclockwise or clockwise. You have to just see where the patterns are and go with the flow. You can't really force it, and nor should you. You just got to be relaxing to go with the numbers. So like with the 4s, you can see I can't solve this 4 just yet, and I can't solve this 4 just yet, but I can solve this one. So if you start where you can solve them, 4 across the bottom, 4 across the top, there we go. You'll see that they will help each other to solve them later. So this particular row, I can't have a 4 here, I cannot have a 4 here, and I cannot have a 4 here. So this is the only spot left that can have a 4. Alright, okay. And got a couple. Ooh, I've got one here, just one number missing, which is going to be our 3 because that's where we're headed to next. We just haven't gotten to that number just yet. So there's no 3 in this cube. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this row here, I was looking in this cube, no 3s here. Well, this row, all that we need is a 3. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Only spot left for there to be a 3 is right there. Now down on this bottom cube, 3 comes down the left side, so this is the only spot left for our 3. Okay, alright. So and if we don't get them all, that's okay. You know, you just keep cycling through and cycling through and cycling through, and they'll resolve themselves eventually here. So this particular column has one number missing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So there's our 4. Okay. Now this row here is just missing one number, which looks like our 1 is missing. Now once this 1 resolves, that means this can no longer be a 1, and that's going to help both of these. So if this is our 3, this one is going to be our 1. Okay, now we see that there's 2 numbers missing here. 9, okay, we're missing an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and a 3. We're missing an 8 and a 3. And I'm looking down here and I don't have an 8 or a 3 in either one of these columns just yet. So that's okay, I can skip that. I notice here in this row I'm only missing one number. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now in this cube I'm only missing a number. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, very good. Now in this column I am just missing one number. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so these 1s are helping us out quite a bit. Alright, so let's see what we're missing here in this cube, because I see a 1 and a 1. So here's going to be where our 1 is. Looks like we're missing a 3 and a 4. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 and a 3, 2, 1. Well, there's a 3 to help us out. Can't go there. So there's our 3. So there's our 4. Now we just have one number missing here. 9, oops, looks like we're missing an 8. Now we just have one number missing here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Looks like the 4 is what we're missing. Now this row is just missing one number. 9, 8. Looks like we're missing the 8. Now up here, see, I didn't write the pencil in, but I could have when I knew that the 2 numbers we're missing was an 8 and a 3, because this 8 now is going to help me out, because there's my 8 and there's my 3, but I just kind of kept it in my mind. So then there's only 2 numbers missing if you go horizontally, but there's only one number missing if you go vertically. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this one you can go horizontally, vertically, or the cube. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're missing the 3. Now these ones, again, if you go vertically, you're just missing one number rather than having to go horizontally and missing 3. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Our 2 is missing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Our 4 is missing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and our 3 is missing. There we go, folks. Nice and easy. Go forwards, backwards, different ways. Using single elimination, a little bit of pencil mark for practice, and just go through it a couple times. Don't rush it, and have some fun. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, or challenges. I do enjoy them all. Thank you, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.